It's a crime we've seen before, and it can happen in an instant. Now, one local suburb has issued a new alert about car break-ins. Golden Valley police are asking residents to be vigilant after an uptick of car thefts and break-ins in that city. Police say they've seen an increase in these types of crimes for the past 2 weeks. Many of the incidents are on the east side of Highway 100 and north and south of Highway 55. From January to March of last year, there were 16 theft from auto cases, and so far this year, there have been 37. And there were 8 auto thefts during the same period last year, compared to 21 this year. Police say some residents are making it easy for criminals to get access to property.
We're not seeing in these cases where they're using force to get into somebody's home. They're not kicking the front door in and invading the home and taking items. They're sneaking around. It's opportunity. Unlock door, garage door opener, unlock service door into the house.
Police encourage residents to not leave valuables in vehicles and always close and lock garage doors. They also say stolen cars are often used to commit more serious crimes. The owner of the Osseo Gun Club and Pro Shop is apologizing after an employee of the business sent out an unapproved email to customers. The email advertised different types of firearms that were in stock, but at the bottom of the ad it said, quote, "Remember, we have 30 round mags for your trip to the hood." Shortly after, several people expressed anger on the company's Facebook page. The store owner said the offensive email was sent out without approval. The owner of the company, Chris Williamson, sent CCX News this statement. In part, it says, "This email was completely unacceptable and goes against our core principles. Once we became aware of the situation, we took immediate corrective action with the employee and revised the email." The statement goes on to say, quote, "In no way was this email appropriate, and we do not condone this." The store owner went on to say that he takes pride in welcoming diversity and says people from all walks of life are equal no matter someone's background. He posted his entire statement on the company's Facebook page. A Brooklyn Center store was part of a recent string of paintball vandalism cases. Reporter Pafua Yang went there to see the damages.
I'm in front of Fast and Fresh Foods in Brooklyn Center, where you can see paint stains from paintballs on the building. The owner of the store says he's been seeing this kind of activity since last year. The owner didn't want to go on camera, but says it's happened both daytime and nighttime. He's had to clean his windows multiple times too. And it's not just businesses that's been attacked. Some people on social media have also reported similar incidents at their Brooklyn Center and Brooklyn Park homes. I reached 2 local police departments who say they're not aware of these reports, but ask that you call your local police department if something like this happens to you. Reporting in Brooklyn Center, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
A couple of Plymouth area organizations held a rally this week calling on state and federal leaders to stop the construction of the Enbridge Line 3 pipeline. The construction replaces the existing Line 3 pipeline. It's a 1,000-mile crude oil pipeline that brings tar sands oil from Canada to the United States through North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Activists say tar sands oil is the dirtiest fossil fuel on the planet and generates 17% more carbon emissions than conventional oil. Protesters also say the pipeline route will threaten the livelihoods of certain communities.
And it cuts through indigenous lands, it violates treaties, it puts water, wild rice crops, wildlife, all of that at risk. And as we are moving to fossil-free and clean energy and carbon neutrality, this is just going backwards.
According to the Enbridge website, the Line 3 replacement project will create 8,600 Minnesota jobs and add a $2 billion economic boost to the state. The Minnesota Golf Association reports record rounds played last year and expects another busy year this year. Reporter Neil Persley checked in with local golf courses.
At the close of last year's golf season, the Minnesota Golf Association did a survey of 358 golf facilities around the state. They found their courses reported their rounds played were up by an astounding 29.7%.
Well, we had our second most rounds ever. We did just under 42,000. I think in 1997 we were slightly above that. The year before, 2019, was a pretty good year. We did 33,000, so 8,000 more or 20% higher rounds in 1 year.
2020 we did just shy of 32,500 rounds, so that was up almost 18%. It wasn't a record for us, but it was an increase, obviously.
The New Hope Village 9-hole par 3 golf course saw a 55% increase in rounds played in 2020, which is the highest usage of the course in the last 15 years. According to the Minnesota Golf Association survey, play at all facilities across the board was up. Public daily fee facilities saw, on average, more than 28,000 rounds in 2020, 30.5% more rounds than were reported in 2019. Municipal facilities saw a 29% increase. Private clubs were up almost 35%, and golf was up at resort courses 14%. While golf play was up nationwide by 13%, Minnesota more than doubled that with their nearly 30% increase. This all spells a bright future for the golf industry, at least in the near future. In Maple Grove, Neil Persley, CCX News.